Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well, bosses. And we're live today from Brno City at the IGS offices. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm really happy that you're all here. I hope you're having a really good time as well and you've got a great day. So what you're experiencing right now is our second ever live event using this software. You might have realized it's not Zoom. It's actually something that we've kind of patchworked together. It's based on an open source MIT licensed software made by the French government out of all people. And we just kind of modified it. The reason being is we tested a lot of different services and they all really weren't up to our standards when it comes to quality of audio and video feed and stuff like that. Plus, we made it so in this one we can stream directly to it with OBS. So we've got a nice intake for that, which is super awesome for us, and I hope everything is working. If not, keep in mind this is all kind of prototype being new. If you've got any issues with audio right now, like it sounds bad, it's laggy, the quality is bad, please let us know, or if you realize anything is else wrong with the setup, you can always just let us know. You've got the chat where you can write into right now. Later, you'll also get the possibility to speak with us during the Q&A. It's going to be super awesome. There's also going to be a presentation. So how this is going to go is there's going to be a quick tour of the studio, after which you'll get an awesome presentation about the story of Crime Boss by our CEO, Jarek. It's going to be super cool. You can ask questions during it, preferably using the voice chat, the text chat, but you can also butt in with the voice chat. I will try to check on the headset every now and then, so I get if something's going on there. Also, a little disclaimer here, this event is free to be recorded, it is free to be, streamed, whatever you like to do with it. Be aware that if you have your, you speak with the voice chat or you got your camera on, this might appear in someone else's video or streams, just so you're aware. Yeah. So everybody's free to turn that on, off, however you please. If you don't mind, then keep it on. If you mind, then it's a nice little disclaimer, just so you know. I think it was in the email anyway, so you guys are probably already aware. So yeah, again, basically, afterwards in the Q&A section, it would be super cool if everybody just raises their hand and we'll just, address everybody so we can kind of make sure everybody gets their slot to speak and nobody talks over the other person, so we can have a super chill and nice conversation. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be super fun. I think it's going to be super cool, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. And what we got to do now is we got to check in with the man, the myth, the legend, the janitor, Jarek Kolarz, and who is currently standing in the elevator. And we'll quickly transition to him. Let's check up on him. Well,
Hello. Hello, bosses.
Cowboy.
Welcome to IGS. So before we start today, let me show you the office real quick. So come on.
It's so dark. I love it.
So this is the programming office.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's not a gun. The boomer energy. Wide.
We have a meeting room here. Sometimes we play board games here.
Huh. The mind games.
So this is our HR office. Sorry.
Just kicks him out. Okay, all right. Those lights are so
now
freaking
these
cool.
are the animators.
It's like I'm in one of the buildings in Atomic Heart hunting for the robot
Yeah,
ladies.
working on animations, let's not disturb them.
Oh god, the blur. What the heck?
We have Ricard, the weapon artist.
That's a pizza.
He's making some funny.
Why does it have the
videos.
crazy
Great.
eyes?
This is the community room. So we have Julian here,
Hi.
Oh, beanbag.
and also Luke. You know them, right? From the streams. What are you cooking, Luke?
I'm working on the
Can't hear
kiosk for
shit.
the Ultimate Edition.
Wow.
Crime Boss.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll speak about that later.
B-dog.
Thanks, he's here.
Is that airdropping a tank? What am I looking at? What's happening? Why is it a secret? That is a huge poster. I want poster.
Some testing room.
Oh. That's really cool that there's like the character art just
So we are
on the
now
walls
testing
like
also
that.
some Assetto games from 505. Sometime Crime Boss.
Wait, that's the door. That's the board.
games.
That's the board that we use to find the key codes in maps. It actually is like identical.
Hi guys. Oh, this is audio room. I just make some sounds. They have actually two
Hello,
offices.
crime bosses.
One is even here. Acoustic.
Recording room.
And another meeting room.
Oh my god, this room looks cool as
Yeah.
fuck.
Stop playing magic, Julian.
Okay.
Look at those chairs, man.
Crime Boss Ultimate Edition.
Look at that wallpaper.
Now I will try to show you something secret.
Secret. Oh,
Fuck.
cock blocked. Unlucky.
Anyway, look at these. Nice guys.
Another one. Their offices are really clean and nice looking.
So
It's like- it's a
multi-capture
complete, like-
facility. We are doing some stuff.
Day and night.
guns and, you know,
What's that? What's that box?
put on these suits. Fuck.
Oh, mocap suits.
Or sometimes we are also recording.
Oh, recording booth. Oh. They have a recording
Voices.
room and a recording booth. They're so fucking prepared.
So let's move on.
We love Higgy. Who's
This is
Higgy?
where we have team meeting
Confidential, do not share.
presentations.
They have a massage chair from the mall.
Wake up. And yeah, we are closely getting to our kitchen. And
There's the brick
now
to throw the security off
this
your
is our
tail while you go
streaming
get a
room.
snack.
Welcome back. Now you've been introduced to all my Shadow YouTube clones. I
It's
hope
the
you
guy.
enjoyed all of them.
It's the
we've
guy
got
from the video.
man.
Hello everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to this tour. I'm really happy that we have Julian. You know, he's the guy who's been in contact with you. So
It's me.
He's the guy.
I guess you all know him. We hired him as a junior programmer. but he actually transitioned to a streamer, host on the streams.
Just everything.
He's also making this magic tool that we are right now using for streaming this whole thing. This like
True. Me and Jakob.
yeah.
Magic.
And he was also author of the idea of like bringing you guys, some streamers, journalists, into the office. We thought we'll get like 5 people subscribing for this, but we had like a lot of more. So we decided that we will do this virtual visit. So I hope you enjoyed the virtual tour of the office. We kind of almost showed you all the rooms there. Obviously, we skipped toilets and some secret rooms. But this is where we work. We are happy to be in this beautiful office in the center of Brno, which is the second largest city in Czech Republic, in Europe. And we are making our games here. So we will tell you a little bit about the history of this project. I think it's important that we talk about this kind of things, so it's known what happened, how this project came to be, and what difficulties and mistakes we've been facing. You will also have possibility to have, you can ask questions on the end. So I know that there are a few like historians there amongst you, so I would be really intrigued to hear your questions, and I hope I will be able to answer them. We will be also talking a little bit about modding. We have a few announcements, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. We will run, I don't know, 90 minutes probably.
Yeah, something like that.
If you like,
Depends on the Q&A as well.
well, during the Q&A, I think we will maybe say everything.
Sell everything.
We will say everything. So if you get bored during the questions and answers, feel free to just turn off the broadcast. But I hope we will entertain you enough. So that's pretty much for the intro. I'm super excited that we can like open up. I'm also happy that the game is in a very good shape. I would say that we have Crime Boss working in the way as it should be on the day of the release, but you know, it's 3 years later, so it's a little bit later, but it's working now. It's good. I'm happy. So I guess we can start, right? Aren't there any like immediate questions? You have everyone has a good image, sound, everything. I hope it's good.
So far so good. I'll keep you updated if anything.
All right,
pops
all
up
right,
in the
all
chat. Somebody's been asking for a massage chair giveaway. Do we need a massage chair giveaway?
Yes, if you will come here to take it out, we can give it to you, I guess.
For
Just
free?
write to Julian and we can discuss this. But it's quite heavy, so be advised.
Yeah. I'll bring like 4 to 5 people.
Yeah, to help you with transporting this thing. And
So heavy.
I'm not sure if it will pass through a regular door. I don't know. Maybe it will.
Let's throw it out the
Whatever.
window.
Anyway, so can we start the
I
thing?
think we're ready. I think
So
everybody's...
the presentation I'm going to give you, it's nothing new. I've actually presented on few gaming conferences because especially here in Czech Republic, we keep the development industry people quite tight. So we are like speaking to each other and we are sharing our experiences. So I've already presented several times. I actually presented this in China on some game conference last
wow.
year. So it has been discussed somewhere, but this is a presentation just for you, and you will have also the possibility to ask questions. So whenever you will feel that you want to ask something, just write it down and then feel free to ask. We will hopefully be able to answer. So let's go, Michael. So
Let's get started.
this presentation is called Concept to Comeback because it's the speech about the rise, fall, and also comeback of this game, Crime Boss Rocky City, which you probably know. Crime Boss is first-person shooter game. It was released in March 2023. Actually not in the best shape at the time and with a very negative reception. But in the last 3 years, we have identified many problems, many mistakes, and we have solved quite a lot of them. The game is still getting active support. We are right now working on update 22, and we have released quite a lot of content. So today I just want to tell you what was really the story of this game. So you know, and maybe some developers who are watching it can avoid the mistakes that we made as developers and avoid problems that we have been facing. So there are some advices, but most of you are influencers, media people, players, so I think it might be interesting also for you to learn how games are made from beginning till the end. Before we start, let me introduce myself. As was said, I'm CEO of Ingame Studios, which means that I'm taking care of the bureaucratic stuff that is needed that studio is running. But I made some games in the past. Well, my active development was quite a long time ago, but anyway. The thing is, people could ask why the development of Crime Boss was such a mess if like me and some other people have made so many games in the past. So we will get to it. And to get an answer to this question, we need to go back in time where this story of Crime Boss have started, which is actually 2018, maybe 2019, when the idea of this project started to emerge. So the kickoff of each project always starts with several questions being answered. And so we will look at these questions right now. So the question why this project was started, it's quite simple. It was pure business reason. Digital Bros, Italian corporation, and 505 Games, which is their parent company, publishing company, they wanted a new game in their portfolio, obviously from business reasons to make money. It was not really a new IP because 505 Games already had a heisting game in the past. It was the game called Payday 2 actually, which you probably know. It's very successful, and they have sold the publishing rights back to the developer. So the idea was basically, let's make a game, heisting game, something like Payday, good as Payday, but different as Payday. So this is quite vague definition of a project, but I think a very clear enough definition for the start of the project. Then the answer who, it's a little bit more complex. There were several key people. This project was spearheaded by an experienced producer, creative director from Sweden, who was managing the creative vision, publisher, investor, and all the developers, all the development teams that worked on this game, because this game was not made by just single company, not only us. Another key person was the design director, Ilya Petrušić, which you may know him from Payday developments. He was a designer of Payday 2. And he set up a company in Croatia, which is his home country, to make games. They already made some projects, and they started to work on this game in the past. And so basically with his experience, this was the perfect person and team for the project. It was decided that the game will be made on the best technology on the market, which at the time was Unreal 4. But unfortunately, the Croatian team had no direct experience with this technology, so they needed help. And this help was found in Czech Republic by a company called Bedfly Interactive. This team was working on their own. Unreal 4 game, which was co-op sci-fi survival game, Tausetic called. And the game was in development. They were running out of money. They needed funding, and really it was quite serious. They needed this job, this work for hire to stay alive. So Bedfly joined the development of this project and started working on it. Hint that we will speak about it later. This company during the years changed its name to Ingame Studios. So Bedfly actually equals Ingame Studios.
Oh,
So
that's
we
pretty
will get to it.
cool.
You may ask how Italian investors, English publisher, and Croatian designer have found company Bedfly in Czech Republic. The reason why is that Bedfly actually worked for hire on some of the Starbreeze titles. Notably, the mobile version of Payday, the PvP game, which was actually quite advanced, but it didn't reach release. And also they
That
were
explains why Crime Boss
supporting the
plays like
development
a
of The Walking Dead.
better version
So,
of Payday, since it had so
They-
many
there was some
Payday people
experience which was
working on it.
known about them. They also made quite some games, co-op games on various platforms. The franchise is called Dead Effect. You can find it on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, even mobile. So very proven partner to take part in this interesting endeavor. The last question to answer was the idea of time. So it was the plan was that in 3 years, approximately, this group of developers will create the game that was supposed to be done. So that was the plan, but unfortunately, it didn't went as smooth as planned.
Never goes as planned.
So
Wayne.
this was really the beginning. With all these things explained, the development could start, and it actually started. Actually, in the middle of 2019, where the contracts were signed and the actual development started. So by this time, there were like 15 internal developers at Bedfly in Czech Republic, which were responsible for the animations, arts, and programming, whilst 10 people in Game Lion were responsible for design of the game. So, original vision set by the creation team was to create a first-person shooter with elements of immersive sim, with also multiplayer feature and a lot of replayability. So pretty much like Payday and Deus Ex combined, if you can imagine that. So that was the idea on the beginning, and the game was set in a fictional American city in the 90s, and it was heavily inspired by the popular crime movies and TV shows. So pretty much development of such a game starts with prototyping of the core gameplay mechanics and system, and I will just play a video now which will show how the game looked basically at the beginning of 2020, or it was maybe end of 2019. It's very early footage showing some AI features. So let's take a look.
Oh my goodness. It's like a Sonic game now.
1157 West Pico Boulevard, RD 882 on a felony warrant service.
Go check it out! Reaching.
Element to top. Entry team is in position. Copy entry teams. Go
Awesome.
when ready.
Go check it out.
Update site. No planet suspect.
Go check!
Yeah. So that poor guy was the player, and this was showing the AI. Really, as you can see, there was some shooting, animation, movements of AI, some coordination. It was very good prototype. It was good start. The milestone was approved, and the real pre-production could start. So we are now
Double
in
team
January or
size.
February of 2020, where we have at Bedfly about 30 people and 20 people working externally. And the important thing about pre-production is that it's divided into horizontal slice and vertical slice. Horizontal slice is basically taking a look on the fragment of the game in the best possible quality. And for us, developers in Brno, vertical slice was the thing that we were focused on. Basically, the reason, the outcome of the vertical slice in our case was playable mission. We actually had like a big heist and a small heist in the city. And the idea was, or the intention was, to create all the gameplay mechanics and systems functional and playable also in multiplayer and in single player, with attempt to give a quality bar for art, animation and audio to really showcase what the game will be about. We've started doing some planning. This is actually our whiteboard with tasks that we made.
Kind of looks like the
or I
board
was
in
managing
game
it at the
almost.
time.
Just missing
as
the conspiracy
producer,
threads.
for stand-ups of programmers. And important thing about the vertical slice, it's not just about the demo, about the build. It's not just some faked prototype for a publisher. It's the main goal of vertical slice is really to create and prove all the production pipelines, all the ways how we will, as a studio, produce all the assets, all the levels and everything in the full production that will follow after pre-production. So it's super important development phase. I think the most crucial of them all, because everything is prepared, everything needs to be iterated. So we were, for example, looking for some way of how to randomize the city blocks in order to maintain some kind of variety. You can see a GIF here showing the various blocks being swapped. This is a system that we kind of not used on the end, but we had similar system that if you have played the game, you may have seen it in the city. It's being composed of what we call tiles. So we were pretty much working on everything that needs to be done for a mission, mission objectives, randomization, all the gameplay elements. And at the end of 2020, we were pretty happy with the result. So I will now show the video, which is probably like December 2020 or something like this, showing the result of the vertical slice. The video is edited. There is some licensed music, so if you will be using it for your purposes on YouTube, don't pay attention for this music. So it's not
DMCA
flagged.
hate.
But let's take a look how the game looked at the end of 2020, which is actually 6 years from now.
That's crazy. That was 6 years ago, man. Oh, I love their new logo so much better than that one. Damn, the vaults used to be stacked. What happened to that? Where's our stacked vaults in the release? The gun handling feels so fucking good. Oh my god, especially going back and playing Payday for the first time after playing Crime Boss. The gun handling, par none, so much better in Crime Boss.
So, Vertical Slice, it was a phenomenal success. It was a great version of a game done in quite a good speed. It was actually probably one of the best Vertical Slice I've done in my career. And I think we were today streaming to our fans on our regular Thursday stream some playthrough from this version. It was actually not this particular version because we just got Kuba compile some version from our backups. So there were some glitches, light maps wrongly computed and stuff. But we were actually playing it today on our stream. So you could take a look. But it was quite nice. And we were green lighted to continue with the development, which was important for us. Before we go to alpha, let me speak about something what is called horizontal slice. This is something similar like vertical slice, but the idea is to basically cover the game from beginning till the end, cover all the asset lists and everything what needs to be produced. So pretty much make kind of map of what needs to be done in order to finish this game. So yeah, I just said it. We really needed to prepare everything. It was a little bit complicated because there were several parties involved in this work. As I said, Batfly at the time was working mainly on the first-person shooter part, with designs provided by the creation team. But we had also artists that were creating concept arts of all the assets, characters, weapons, vehicles.
Why don't we get
We were
pantsuit,
receiving
boss bitch?
the designs for the missions from Zagreb, and there was another team in Croatia, which was actually making a prototype of the campaign which would connect all the missions together. And it was not a design document, it was actually a prototype that was created in Unity, where it was almost working as a standalone game where you can set up your goals as a crime boss, you can manage the tasks, choose missions.
I love the way the map is in the
manage
game
the crew,
too.
hire guys, give them equipment, basically everything what was planned
I
for
really
this
want
game.
them to put map selection back in
And the
multiplayer.
team in Croatia
and
was
that's it.
doing like a weekly build.
Like, I mean, you still can
and
choose
we
your
were
map, but I mean, like
playtesting
using
it
the actual
in
map to
with
choose the
team
stuff
in Brno here.
instead of it being in like a
And
list
we were
like we
giving
have right now.
feedback, and then next week there was a new version, so we were probably running like a year in this mode. So we felt that it's quite good progress with
We get the Colombian,
with this
we
meta
get the
game.
white guy named
And this was
Sport, and the
actually
black guy
another
named
thing that we
Coco.
were showcased on the stream today. So we want to see it in action. We played like, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe 10 of this
It was very interesting.
early version of this, like from 2019, and I think we also picked some version which was at the end of 2020, which was quite polished, as Julian said, maybe surprisingly.
Very polished for just being like a
Yeah.
working design document.
Yeah.
But what happened at the end of 2020 was some kind of thunderstorm. There have been, obviously, if you remember the time, there was Corona. A lot of people kind of changed their focus and meaning in the life. So somehow the design team in Croatia left this conglomerate of companies. And there were also disputes inside the company Batfly here in Brno, where the original founders, the people who have founded this company in 2014, had some issues and discussions and disputes with the creative director. And this kind of resolved itself by a deal where the director would buy all the shares of Batfly and basically take control over this company, while the founders would leave the company with money and with all of their original IPs, Death Effect and Tausati. So pretty much better result than if the company would bankrupt, but by not having enough money to run, which was the
Yeah,
case
that logo
before
animation is pretty fucking
this
sweet.
project was started. So it seems like everyone is happy, and the company was renamed to Ingame Studios, and also started to be the main team in the development of this game, of Crime Boss. And this was also time when I was promoted from being just development director, overseeing
No
the
wonder it was
development
like
of this
unknown
game,
studio comes out of
also to
nowhere
position
and
of
comes
this
out with a game that
administrative,
everyone thought was a
person
Hollywood
overseeing
money
the
laundering
function
scheme, but
of the
actually
company.
played
So
really
this
fucking
is
well.
when I became CEO.
They were
It
like a
sounds,
mishmash of people actually in industry that knew what
maybe
the fuck
more
they
than,
were doing.
it
Crazy,
actually is.
crazy.
I'm just sending emails and managing some Excel sheets. Anyway, what also happened is that the vision of the game has changed at the time. It was, well, I think a few months in 2021. It was just not about heisting, but also about conquest of the city. So the player is Crime Boss, who is trying to take control over the whole city.
Me, I'm the
No.
Bobs.
Completely, I would say, similar, but in a way, completely different vision. This was also the time when we were introduced to the idea of Hollywood actors. At this time, the idea was that the actors will be doing the voiceovers for the game. So we had the voice of the boss, Michael Madsen, and there were also other actors, which you know from the game, because
Yeah, quite
they
crazy
actually
list
happen
of
to be in the
high-powered
game.
names.
So there are some fine stars there, and the celebrity roster was quite impressive.
It was. Is.
And you know, we were happy because at this time every game needs some kind of visibility, every game needs some kind of hook, and we felt like the celebrities, this is the thing that will give the game the right attention from the players. So with all these changes, we were still here in Brno trying to do the alpha version. So as you can see, the team size of Batfly ramped up already. So we
Yeah,
had
team size
internally like
exploded.
70 people, while we had been working with external people of the various outsourcing studios, about like 90 people. And this was beginning of 2021, and the idea was to finish the alpha version at the end of September 2021. It was not possible to
opens
do
the
it
whole
alone,
chat.
so that's why we had so many external people. We've been outsourcing art a lot, all the characters, not all of them, but most of the characters, a lot of environments, a lot of props, assets were outsourced to various companies outside of IGS. There was also a founded sister company in Spain, which was supposed to work on the character story missions. So if you play the game, you may see that
We
these
got
character
shuffle,
missions, they have a little bit different
We're
vibe.
shuffling.
That's because it was developed by a different company,
Does it shuffle when I open the
using
chat?
the same engine, sharing some of the assets, but making a lot of assets on their own. So this was part of the game. And also, we needed to transfer the meta game, the campaign, that was prototyped in Unity into Unreal, where everything else was. And we were using a company in Belarus to do that. They started actually at the end of 2020, where we still
This looks like a scene out
have
of
the
like a
original
high
vision
fidelity
of a
Gex.
heisting game. And whilst they were porting it from Unity to Unreal, it was decided that they will make the menus in 3D. So the 2D aspect was quite nice, but we felt that we need to have a 3D. So here is a screenshot of how the menu looked in this version. So you see the same interface of the map.
Definitely like how
We
the
have
map
that build still
progressed.
somewhere?
Yes, I have it. I have it.
Oh,
we can maybe play it on some of our streams. And they were pretty much going like one-to-one from the Unity version, which worked as a design document, to make the same thing in Unreal. They were just doing the art differently. But this was before the change of the vision. But then, as I said, we changed the game into Conquest of the City. So we needed to start applying these changes to this new vision. And whilst we were doing it, dividing the city into like more territories, not just 4 as it was in the original design, we had an idea that maybe we can have also characters somehow standing in these 3D environments, that it would be nice. So 3D menus, 3D characters, and then happened, coincidentally maybe, that this Serbian company, Trilateral, came up with this like meta-human revolution.
What?
Which is the technology which is quite big now. It's part of the Unreal Engine, but at this time, 2021, it was like really like a revolution, because up to this point, facial animations in this quality, it was only available in AAA studios with like huge teams. I remember when we were working on Mafia 3, for example, there was like a team of, I don't know, 10 animators, 10 programmers, artists, really just working on the facial animations. This is basically a team which normally would make a whole game. So for smaller teams like IGS, it was like a blessing, but it was a little bit a curse. Because we have decided that we will recreate our celebrities, our actors, as 3D models. So far, it was not the plan. But during alpha version, we have decided, you know, let's make 3D models of these characters. And we can let them perform realistic facial animations, because we have MetaHuman, right? We can do it. Great idea. Unfortunately, we couldn't use 3D scanning, because our stars, they were acting, or they have been portrayed as the stars as they looked like in the 90s. So
Yeah, younger.
Kim Basinger was a young actress in the 90s, but we couldn't like take her in 2020.
She still looks amazing for her age in real life,
3D
though.
scanning.
Yeah.
First was a problem, there was COVID, right? And second, she was not looking like she was looking in the 90s. So the only way how to do it was manual sculpting, like the old way, like a 3D artist making the likeness by just modeling them using the photos and all movies. But this is quite difficult, especially when you are trying to take the likeness of an actor who then needs to approve how they looked. And believe me, it was quite difficult. Sometimes these actors, you know,
imagine.
we had evidence like how they looked on the photos, on the movies, but they were saying, no, I didn't have this double chin, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. So sometimes we were just haggling about the likeness with them, and it was quite a lot of work. Another thing which was not great was that we have decided that instead of text in the menus,
Oh, thank God they
which was
did this,
the
though.
original plan, being voiced by these celebrities after we got them, we decided that we will have story which will be told by cutscenes, because, you know, we have the celebrities, we have their likeness, we have meta-human, so why don't we do cutscenes? You know, let the actors play it. At this point, it really was difficult, because, as I said, I worked on the Mafia games before, and the production of cutscenes, it was taking years of pre-production, planning, writing, you know, motion capture, performance. And here we are in alpha, trying to finish the game, and we are deciding let's make 500 cutscenes. So we started doing them in Brno, but it was not possible, so we started outsourcing them in other studios. Here is a very complicated spider web of some narrative connections, basically connecting the missions with some narrative construct. It was all prototype in visual novel engine Ren'Py. It was all playable, all the cutscenes and stuff was there, but it was very complicated and it required a lot of cutscenes. So by the time we were supposed to deliver the alpha version, we were still adding a lot of stuff. So we failed to deliver the alpha in April 2021, September, December, and it kind of went and blended with the creation of beta version, which is a phase where if you are doing the game development correctly, beta version is where everything is finished, everything is kind of working, and you are just tweaking it. You are testing it, you are polishing some bits, you are tweaking some bits, but we have been still working on stuff, which is not great. So we are in year 2022, and instead of finishing the game, we have been facing some fundamental issues. Technical issues and bugs, this is quite normal for beta version, right? This is what you need to resolve. Well, we had quite a lot of them because the various teams on various locations were putting things together, and then we were like compiling it here in Brno. Quite difficult. Another problem was art requirements. They were really not well set. So first of all, we had graphics which we felt it's looking good, but it was not that great. I've actually hired art director.
Mishmash of like pre-made assets and ones that they had made in-house when I was asking for
but
like,
then he saw like what we have,
either the
like,
models or
no,
like images of
this is,
stuff
like,
that
not
I
what
wanted to
you
add
can
to
do,
my
like,
real
you
life
need
crime
to
boss
fix
collage
it.
with all
So
of the
he
other
started
stuff that they
to
had
be
sent me
involved
in the
in
mail.
Crime boss, although he was supposed to be working on something else. So he basically took, like, there was this picture of an environment, and he worked with the artist to add details.
Huge upgrade, man.
And turn things around. So here is the city street. As you can see, very blunt and empty. This is how we felt it will be in the game. But with the touch of the art team during this phase, it turned into what we have in the game now. So it's more
Huge
realistic,
upgrade,
more
holy
lively,
shit.
with details, with, you know, some touch of how the environment could look like in reality.
All of those little details really do
Also,
add a lot too.
there were issues with technical limitation. You know, the game needs to run on computers, and especially consoles. They are quite demanding. Even, you know, even PCs doesn't have
How's the better
infinite
one
amount of
have smaller
memory.
megabytes of textures? What the heck?
For example, you can see on this picture there was a little block which was like inside of a shop, which this is I think used in the mission Money Train shop with electronics. So it was this little thing was consuming 4 gigabytes of textures. This is more than
What the fuck?
some consoles even have. So it was not possible. With the help of the art director and tech artists, guys have managed to optimize it to much smaller memory footprints, and it was actually looking better. And this is basically what they have been doing with the old graphics, which was insane because they were supposed to just finish it. It was not all the problems. We had also problems with the quality of gunplay and gameplay in missions. problems with AI, problems with objectives and stuff. We also needed to basically redesign and redefine the roguelite campaign. As I said, we have spent a lot of time iterating the original concept. There was a lot of effort done, but then this was scraped and we needed to start working on it again whilst basically implementing the final UI and everything. So very difficult. And I've already mentioned the cutscenes, right? So after hard work, we are slowly moving towards the finish line. And to get there, we needed to announce the game and also finish and release the game. So the idea was that we will announce it at the end of 2022, and then we'll release it in 2023. It was already like delayed quite a lot from the original plan, but there were a lot of things added, you know, the new vision, celebrities, roguelite mode, cutscenes, all these things have affected the original deadline. So it was fine. So let's take a look how the announcement looked like.
And it was impossible to get in touch with someone at 505 about this thing, man.
At the end of 2022. The whole preparation for this took like almost like 7 months to do. All the deals and discussions in order to be there. Also production of the trailer that will be showcased there. So let's take a look how it ended up. It's a combined shot of the actual event and the reactions of some influencers. So let's take a look.
Is this when everyone was shitting on it?
And now, from 505 Games, a new organized crime game, Crime Boss Rocky City.
So you wanna be a criminal, do you?
Like a rooker, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, alright, okay. Okay, I'm in.
I don't know what this is, but I think I'm for it.
Okay.
It's such like 80s campy. I love it.
Bro, I'm in on this shit. Danny Trejo?
I don't recognize any of these streamers. I was like, Charlie? Right?
Why
he
is
reacted.
Vanilla Ice in this, bro? What is going on?
Chuck Norris.
That's right, Chuck Norris. All right.
What the fuck did we just watch? What is that game?
Crime Boss, dude. I don't even really know what I saw.
Crime Bobs.
So the announcement was great. The game really made a great impression, and we had like 3 months to finish the game, which basically meant a lot of hard work for us. We were doing focus tests with the, people coming to the office, testing the build, giving us feedback. We were watching them and we were adapting these changes. And next week there was another group of focus testers coming. And the last 3 months, everyone in the studio was crunching to really pull it off. And we actually pull it off. We had a build which was released.
Epic Store exclusive though. Icky Epic Store.
In March 2023. You can see that the team already downscaled on the external side. Internally, we still had 70 people. But as you know, it was not great. We have not managed to deliver a polished game at the time of the release.
It had so many bugs, but it was still fun.
And there was also a lot of wrong expectation from players and journalists. Like you've seen the
That's okay, journalists' opinions don't matter.
Was pretty much describing completely different game. So people were expecting something else, and obviously they were disappointed. And with the fact that there were some bugs and problems, it was not great. But we have not given up. Digital Bros, our investor, were very helpful at this point, putting a lot of faith and support into the team and project. They've also acquired the whole studio, and we were restructuring the team. We kind of removed all the external parties just to have all the development focused just in Brno, and we were really working hard to make things better. And also, I was really responsible for the communication. So we were doing a regular video presentations for our investors to basically show what's going on in the studio, what we are working on, what's going on. And I would use this opportunity to show you one of these videos in unedited version. What I was basically saying to our investors in May 2023. So we are like a month after the release, and this is me 3 years ago reporting to my investors about the game. So let's take a look. It's quite sad.
Did you say it's
Hello,
sad?
I'm Jarek, director of Ingame Studios. The most important thing in the last months was definitely the fact that we have managed to finish and release
The volume is
PC
so
version
low.
of our game, Crime Boss. The release was quite smooth, without any major technical problems. The critical reception was quite average or negative from journalists, but it seems that players are enjoying the game, playing it, and the user reviews and ratings are quite favorable. There are even some players and influencers who really enjoy and love the game.
The character models for all the celebrities look really, really good. They pull the cutscenes up a lot with just how good they look. It really punches it up into campy fun territory. Rockay City itself, the maps you play around, it's pretty colorful, it's vivid, it's got that kind of like Florida neon 90s look to it.
I don't know who he is, but he's
It's a
right.
fun place to be in. The guns look really, really cool. There's a lot of cool custom gun models in this game. So
the people in the team have a very good feeling about the game. During the finishing phase, everyone in the team have played the game, and they really enjoyed the way how the game is built. So I think we have a really good formula for a successful game. We need to communicate with our players and start building strong community. The main focus of the studio is still development of Crime Boss. We're going to continue on what was built.
Oh god, that's so funny that they said that they want to build a strong community, and then we all know what happens 2 years from now.
More and more updates and improvements of the game. We look forward to the bright future, and for now, that's all from me. Bye bye.
So it was tough times, but at the end of 2023, things were a bit better. We have released many improvements and new content, and we started the communication with our fans, because at the beginning everything was done by our
Them
publishing
doing their
company.
community streams was a lot of fun. I wish
all
I
the
could have made more
communication.
of them, but they do them.
But
while
we
I'm
felt that
sleeping.
with this kind of game, we really need to open up and communicate and explain and share, and we keep doing it up till now. And this event here is actually an extension of this. So we were doing this, and we had at the time still a lot of ambitious plans. So let's take a look at another video for the investors, this time from November 2023, which is basically describing the development so far and also some plans for the future, meaning beginning of 2024, which was 2 years ago. But let's take a look how the situation looked at 3 years ago. Hello, I'm Eric, director of IGS, and let me show you the evolution of Crime Boss Rocky City. Let's take a look in the past when the game was released, how we evolved from it to the present day, and what we are planning for the future. After our release on Epic platform, we worked on the improvements of the Tour 4, then we managed to get the consoles out. We continued with releasing the weapons. We have worked on the AI improvements, making the AI bots much more useful than they were at the time of the release. We have created new locations and new scenarios to give more variety in our gameplay. The work on improvements have culminated at the end of the summer, where we finalized the first expansion. It's Gold Cup DLC.
So much freaking fun. Still buggy when it first came out, but so much fun.
Pile of gold.
I loved the like weird code hunting integration that they did for it.
Sheriff's Guard.
We need more stuff like that. They dropped the ball hugely on like the winners of that contest, though. Like it took me so long to figure out who won.
To attract more attention from the general public.
Discover new levels. Face the Angry Butcher. Halloween update.
And now we are going to release another weapon pack.
Hate that shotgun.
And we are going to finish the year with a Christmas update with some special winter theme.
I love the special winter theme. It's so cute.
And in the next update, the beginning of next year, we are going to bring an improved onboarding, which should improve massively the first-time user experience. We'll also add gameplay difficulties to give our veteran players more challenge. Also in this update, we are going to deliver a completely reworked multiplayer front-end that will allow players to join multiplayer easily. In the meantime, we are going to focus on little tweaks and polish that will make the player's experience much better. And in the next update, a year after the release of the game, we will introduce progression system in multiplayer. This is something that people have been crying for the whole year, and this is going to be the biggest change in Crime Boss so far.
Welcome to Kenley.
And just before the Steam release, we are going to finish another big expansion, which will introduce 2 big heists, including
Cognali Border was so fucking difficult when it first came out, man.
By the time we'll hit Steam with Crime Boss, the game should be in a very good shape, full of content, well polished and balanced, and then we'll have a game that we will be proud of. Game which will be loved by the players and appreciated by the journalists and influencers.
Yeah, it's never going to be appreciated by the journalists, man. Hoping for too much there. Journalists aren't people, it's okay.
So, after a year of work on the game, together with the players, communicating, improving, iterating, fixing, adding, we actually came to release on Steam, which was 18th of June.
Team size really fucking tiny now, god.
The game started to be good. So this is where we kind of see the comeback of the game. You can see that the team size at that time was quite low because we really needed to just focus on making the needed things, and we are not able to pay so many people. But when the game was released on Steam, it was already a good, functional and interesting game. With the big
It's such
expansion.
a long
So
stream the day this
things
came out
were
on Steam,
good.
dude.
We had a clear roadmap at the time.
I love their roadmaps.
Which we announced.
More roadmap.
And at the end of 2024, the reviews were really looking good. So everything was positive. Even the players, which
The Steam release
year
went
ago
really
were
fucking well.
basically complaining every time we kind of shown something on the internet.
I was
right
thanked
now
for
they were
helping so much with the Steam
praising,
release as
and,
well.
the
It felt
community
nice.
was really helpful and warm, so it really felt good.
Wonder if
And
I can
then
see any of my honorable
from
chatters in those
then,
reviews.
2005, 2025, 2026, we were doing and still are doing ongoing support. Team size, last year it was 47, now it's about 50, but we are already supporting other games, as you have seen during the tour. So we are not only working on Crime Boss. We are doing updates, also sales events, or sales events with the community, with the idea to boost the performance of the game. Sometimes we managed to create these perfect storms where all these things were aligned. So we had the very good stuff in April 2025 with the peak of all these events happening at the same time. So that was good. We are trying to repeat these perfect storms. And the roadmap that we had last year, it was very detailed and packed.
It was a
kind
good
of
roadmap.
managed to release something every month, which was quite an achievement. And I have to say that the dedication and effort of the whole team was quite impressive. So we have released 5 paid DLC character packs, but at the same time we have also added like 8 missions just for free for everyone. So I think we managed to keep the balance of the paid content and free additions.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And our big events, we started calling them Break the Bank, where basically the whole community is playing for a week or so, and after they achieve some milestone, some tier, we unlock some stuff for everyone. So we've been repeating this event like 3 times already, 4 times, I don't know. And at first glance, the roadmap for 2026 might not have looking as packed as last year.
Look smaller.
But it was mainly because we have focused on a much bigger updates instead. So
What the heck?
So this is what these bigger updates looked in practice. Like ModKit, we were preparing like almost a year, and we were doing some beta version of it, and then we released it, and basically giving the community the tools to make anything in Crime Boss. The ModKit itself is pretty much a modified Unreal Engine, which we have licensed from Epic, so it's released on Epic Store, and basically it's an Unreal Engine with all the assets that we have in the game, and all the gameplay mechanics available there. So all the AI behaviors or spawning of enemies, objective systems, and everything. So anyone can take this and use it for pretty much anything. We are supporting modders. We will talk about it after this presentation, and we will show you also the pages where you can see what's available in amongst the mods. But this was really an important milestone that we've managed to do. Like last year, we managed to do crossplay. This year, it was ModKit, and also an action house, which I would say it's our most complex heist that we have done so far. And if you have not played it, I would definitely recommend it.
I have
And
not yet.
If you don't have it, I think the guys can give you codes. Well, for the guests here, not for your all your followers.
Hello? You the appraiser? One that was canned from Juan Leon Auction House? Might be.
The Egu.
You another crew looking for an in? Might be. Depends what you got.
What I got enough juice to swim in, man. Blood diamonds coming out of my ears. I got 3 Fabergé eggs that look like
I love Fabergé Egu.
and kissed by Rasputin himself. That's what I got. Now, show me what you got.
Auction house, and also we've been working on our Rocket Rumble that we've introduced last year, which is Horde mode. So we have introduced some low gravity.
Yeah, I've tried this once, and I have absolutely no idea how it's supposed to work. So hopefully,
Pretty
when
much
we play
some-
it together on stream, it goes better.
Pretty much some crazy Unreal Tournament kind of shit that you would expect from Crime Boss, you know.
Maybe
And this
think
is
of
also part
tribes.
of the mod kit, so people can use it. And also, I was really precious about the roguelite mode because I think it's preserving, you know, the tension that players are kind of losing in today's games. You know, in Call of Duty, there is like 15 seconds between checkpoints, so basically the stress is no more there. That you cannot lose because whenever they kill you, you just go back 15 seconds and you try to play it again. So with roguelites, I really wanted the game to be like interesting, tough, and
I don't play the
impactful.
roguelike
But some
correctly.
people
Ooh.
don't have the time to play it like this, so they were complaining. A lot of people were complaining about the roguelite that is just not playable, which it's difficult. But
Why complain
it
instead
has
of
its
adapting?
charm.
Adapt!
But I wanted to give this experience of the linear experience with checkpoints to everyone. So we actually made the story mode, which is pretty much doing this. So there is no roguelite elements, there is no conquest of the city, no soldiers, no turf wars.
That's so
no
goofy!
End of the day. You cannot lose it. If you lose, you just repeat the mission. It's like the regular shooter game, I would say, but with crime boss stuff. So let's play a short version of the trailer. Just
Getting to the throne ain't easy. But this here's my shot.
Say, I want more vaults that look stacked like that, man.
On top of the world. Before I'm done, baby. They're gonna know my name.
So that's basically the history of the development of Crime Boss so far. And as I mentioned, this was presented on game dev conferences, so I will also include the lessons learned, which may be interesting for you, but it was meant to be lessons learned for fellow developers. So lesson number 1, finish pre-production before you start production. Means vertical slice, important, horizontal slice, very important. All the pipelines need to be defined, all the technical limits need to be defined, the benchmark for art needs to be set. You know, this is the time, this is all the effort that needs to be done in pre-production. There should be time to do iterations, there should be time to find this thing, change your mind, change vision. It's all valid for pre-production, so focus on this. Lesson number 2 is that don't change
Should be obvious.
the vision during production. So once you have decided and committed to produce the game, you hired all the outsourcing studios to help you with our production. You have all the engineers working on finishing the game. Don't change the vision of the game. Don't change the campaign concept. Don't add story or even cutscenes. Just have clear vision and just produce it.
I am very glad they added the story and cutscenes, though. I think it adds a lot to the game.
Lesson
Makes you care
number
a bit more
3.
about the characters.
Precise marketing and communication. So clarify what the game is about. Target the right players.
Hey, that's a big one.
Create excitement. Yes, this is very important, but don't create confusion. Don't explain the game in the way that people will not understand what the game is. This will not help. We've learned this by the hard way. And the last lesson, don't give up. Because now, digital products, they can be fixed with updates. And the life ops of the game, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So regular updates, free content, and steady communication. So I think we've learned it, and it's great. Is this the end? Well, it's definitely a happy ending, but this is not the end for Crime Boss. It's absolutely not. And it's also not end for Ingame Studios.
Fucking
luckily.
good. I was worried when I was
Because
told
we
this is a
are still
post-mortem.
here, alive, and ready for more. And we have a lot of cool stuff, and players can help us with them as well. Because we have this mod kit, right? So let's take a look on this last video, which is quite cool.
Green Jack. To add your own content to Crime Boss.
Follow the tutorials. You know the question, just as I did. Whoa. You gotta wait for the shaders to compile. What is the mod kit? Welcome to the Crime Boss mod kit. No other game in the genre has done anything like this. I know how to make a custom
Is that the massage
weapons kit.
chair? Guest appearance?
Show me.
The mod kit is the rock case city that's been pulled over your eyes to show you the truth.
What truth? That Crime Boss can be whatever you want it to be.
Buckle your seatbelt, Wiz, because Rockcase City is going bye-bye.
So, what you need? Mods. Lots of mods. You need more space on your SSD!
This takes
What
me
if
back
you
to
were
the
actually
old
able to
cringe
create new
commercials for
content?
Terra, and
How
I'm
would you
here
know the
for it.
difference between the base game?
Are you an MMO foe?
I think it's a modded game!
So you're here to mod the game.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the mod kit is. You have to see it for yourself in the tutorial videos that we made. You can watch them now and learn how to do it for yourself. Right now.
So that was the presentation about Crime Boss history. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Regarding questions, we will get to them. We have some more stuff to show and say. So we'll get to it. And before we end this presentation, I have last video. This one is quite funny because it's just showing some problems and bugs that we have encountered during the development.
Ooh, they've
Some
done
of them
some like
have been in
buggy
the game
blooper
once it
video
was
things
released,
on
but
streams.
I would say now nothing of these bugs are in the game, but I think it's quite fun to see how broken the game could be during development. So let's take a look.
Just casual.
You got them backwards feet.
I love the fucking physics in this game, dude. They're so good. Oh, okay. We've gotten some bendy people while I've been playing before. But that's just ridiculous. Damn, is she wearing a suit?
He's scooting his butt like a dog. No.
Bag, please go in van. Bag, please. The gamers and NPCs can't look up.
A good video. It's a really good video.
Awkward silence.
That's it.
That was it?
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
So, yeah.
Time to show some mods.
Julian actually saw this video yesterday for the first time, so he was like laughing.
Yeah. Yesterday was crazy. Like, I was in tears. I haven't seen this video before yesterday, and it caught me off guard. It caught me very off guard.
Yeah, well, you know, this is what physics usually does, or inverse kinematics. But, you know, there are some bugs related to AI. You know, some of them actually, as I said, appeared in the game, and it was hilarious. Some streamers caught them, and it was funny. So what do we have now? We'd like to show the modding. So what are we looking at, Julian? Can you explain?
Hello, I'm gonna need someone experienced with Unreal Engine, please.
You can say something now.
All right, what we're taking a look at right here is the ModKit website. This is basically just like a nice little place where you can look stuff up. We've got links to the download for the ModKit on the Epic Store, as well as the tutorials, documentation, everything you're going to need. And of course, the most important part, where you can find all the mods using stuff like Mod Workshop, Nexus Mods, CurseVerge. And we're going to take a look at that because we've got some pretty cool mods by now. And the list just kept growing and growing after the past few months. Let's check out what they got right here. A lot of custom characters. That seems to be something that people really like to do. You can see right here, many different bakers.
What is also interesting that basically Michael and Julian on our regular streams on Thursday, they are spending pretty much every beginning, every 30 minutes, just showcasing what was added to the modding during this week. So there is a spotlight on the creators.
Mm-hmm. And whenever some a lot of mods accumulated that we haven't taken a look at yet, we also do like whole streams entirely about mod showcases. Yeah, those are real fun. You can see we've got some really high quality mods, a really cool community behind it. A lot of fun mods as well. Perk mods, super cool. This one is so awesome. It's the gun game one. It just gives you the randomized loadout every 30 seconds during gameplay. Super fun mod.
Jeez.
It also allows you to play as some super fun characters that we wouldn't be able to license into the game otherwise. So some really cool stuff right there. And so many weapon mods. I think that must be probably the most modded in thing, as you can see. makes kind of sense, you know. We have the variants, and people want their own variants, so they just go out there and make them. And yeah, we've got this guy. I think you know the guy. Really cool game. Check that out.
John Heistman.
Well, you can see people are making all these things possible that are slightly more difficult for us. Really cool stuff there. Really cool stuff.
What about levels?
Well, there are some levels, but it's a little bit underrepresented at the moment. But we're trying to get those numbers up. We support every mission mod. Of course, it's a lot to do. You know, mission mods probably take the most amount of time. But
Can only imagine.
We got some super cool stuff. Some stuff we also did in studio. So yes, there are indeed some IGS branded mod missions that you can play, and I very much recommend everybody to check those out. They're super cool. We even added PvP mods, as you shortly saw Dust 2, which is super fun to play. We played it a couple of times on stream, and it's very, very funny and clippable. Sometimes a little bit bugged out, but that's what's to be expected from a mod. And yeah, go check that out. Super awesome, made by Christoph and Jackie. It was absolutely awesome. And still playable. Anyone can download, anyone can play it. It works super well. Just use the mod kit and...
Yeah. So PvP is supported in the mod kit. We will not support it in the game because in having a proper support for Crime Boss, it would be quite difficult. Because, you know, PvP games needs to be really engineered from the beginning. There needs to be a very strong foundation, really the authoritative server, anti-cheat and everything. So if we would enable PvP in the game, it would probably be crawling with cheaters. And a lot of people will be complaining that it's not performing as good as the other PvP games. So we are not planning to add PvP into the official game. But you can, modders can have it in the game.
Like looking in a mirror, huh?
Some people are are trying to make my likeness. It's almost there.
It's very hard to capture the darkness. It's it takes a lot of skill.
That is not what I would have guessed.
There is one complaint though, which is all the modding is only available on PC, obviously. PC is the open platform. You can handle with files there. You can download stuff, add stuff. But we have like million players also on console. So they are saying like, are we left out? Can we have the mods? So the answer is impossible. We don't have modding support for consoles.
We don't have the technology.
Very difficult, almost impossible. Like only few games are really doing modding on consoles. But we are listening,
PC Master Race.
And we are trying to address that a little bit. And this is probably the first announcement that we will do here today. And the announcement is that starting in the middle of September, we will release the first creator DLC, which is pretty much, we have identified a creator and we take some of his work into an official creators DLC. And so basically the data are checked by us, compiled into the game, packed into DLC, and the creator has contract with 505 and the DLC is being released. You need to pay a little bit of money, but you can get this modded content on console, which is great. And the creator gets little money out of it. So we are starting this initiative in September. We will see how it goes. Maybe no one will be interested in creators DLCs. I don't know. Or maybe people will want to support the fellow creators, so they will buy these mods. And I think the modders so far, I think they are making it mainly because of the joy of it and because they want to support the game. So we'll see how it will go.
Pretty freaking cool.
But this is definitely initiative that I would like to support. And we have also like-minded individuals at the publishing side, so things are getting good. And also, which you have probably seen when you were paying attention during the studio tour, there were a screen saying Crime Boss Ultimate Edition. So what it is, Ultimate Edition is basically a bundle of the base game and all the DLCs on Steam. This bundle is already available. It's called Crime Boss Bundle. But complete edition, sorry. But you cannot get this bundle on the other platforms, so that's why we are doing the Ultimate Edition. It will be just the bundle packaged for the other platforms. And this will also happen in September. So this is pretty much everything of what we prepared for you today. And before we get to questions, I don't know if it was said, the video of the studio tour and also like an edited version of the presentation, which is very condensed, will be given to you as video. You can use it. You may have recorded your own version and you may be happy with it, but maybe you want some shorter version of me blah blah blabbing, because I was like spending quite a lot of time explaining everything in detail. In this video that we will provide you, it will be more condensed, and I think we said we will also give you the video of bugs if you want to share it with someone. I don't know, it's up to you. You can look at it, you can throw it away, you can put it, on your streams, whatever. It's up to you. So we would like to give you these assets because you may want them, whatever. And also, this is kind of our pilot for this communication with you influencers. As Julian said, we have created the software which is allowing the streaming and also interaction with you. So hopefully it works. And if you are happy with this, we would like to repeat it.
Yeah.
There is actually something happening in the middle of September, so we would be happy to have you on board to discuss some things, show you some stuff. So Julian will also send out emails, and if you be willing to participate,
Don't miss it.
We will be happy to have you.
Let's freaking go.
In this kind of format. So if you like this format, we'll be happy to have you. And I think that's it from the scripted presentation so far. And now it's time for our interactive part, where
interactive.
It's a little bit difficult because there is a slight lag between me talking or Julian talking and
hearing it, yeah.
And then 5 seconds later, I hear my voice in the
Yeah, that can get rough.
headphones. So we'll be like putting headphones on and off just to don't get mad and keep our sanity. But you can ask anything. Julian will be moderating it, and we can run as long as you want.
Yeah.
Because we don't. It's actually quite late in the night here in Czech Republic, so we are not in a hurry to do anything else. So if you keep asking, we can be here 2 hours, 7 hours. I don't know.
As long as you guys want.
Weird. What the fuck?
Maybe we'll get tired, so we'll tell you no, stop. Let's wrap it up. But maybe there will be no questions, so we will finish sooner. So that's it.
And we'll be fine.
Let's get to this interactive part.
Infinite time. All right, so now everybody can get to raising their hands. I want to see everybody's hands up. And
using the interface?
Using the interface, of course, yeah. So I'll just start calling people out that I see have their hands currently raised. And then everybody gets a question or two, and we'll just switch around so everybody gets their time. This is, of course, totally optional. Everybody that wants can. And if you don't want to speak your question out loud, you can also just write it in chat and we can read it out. It worked perfectly last time. I think it will work perfectly again. So I see we've got the first question coming up from Connor Sherry Shaw. So let us know what's up.
Hi, thank you so much for doing this. This
I don't
is...
have audio, Michael.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
You need it as well?
I need it as well?
It is a question for Garrett,
What
to be
happened?
fair.
Michael!
Yeah. Well,
There's always audio issues, man.
you can't hear it, but I'll figure it out. You answer the question, Yari. How about that? There we go.
Hey, it's all
Can you
good.
repeat that?
No worries. You mentioned the thunderstorm in 2019 when there were creative differences between Ilya and the Swedish benefactor. I'm really curious what it was like day to day coming into the office while all of that was playing out in the background, and how it compared to after launch coming into the office once the game is out but the reviews aren't amazing.
So, the situation in 2020 was interesting. We were working hard on the game. Coronavirus was raging out in the whole world. A lot of people were scared. A lot of people were working from home, but we were kind of enjoying ourselves in the office. The city was empty, so the travel to the office was quite fine, and we had a really good time. I was sitting in the office with the Swedish benefactor, and it was quite nice collaboration. But the discrepancies with the Bedfly people, it was mainly because they, up to this point, they were really used to lead the development, say what they want to do, and basically direct the work, which was really not possible because there were basically two creative directors, and one was one had access to the investor. So basically, we needed to listen to the guy with the investor access. So this was resolved, and so that was this one problem. Part of this problem was also the fact that the founders were not really able to communicate in English good enough. So I was kind of the moderator of these disputes, which was quite difficult. And I already could see that whilst we have this kind of disputes in pre-production, which is difficult and important part of development, but it's quite a joyful one, I would say, because you are experimenting, you are, having a lot of ideas, iterations, and fun. But I saw that if these disputes would continue during the hard parts, where you are when you are trying to finish the game under stress, if we would have these kind of arguments, it would probably fall. The studio would probably fall apart. So we needed to resolve it at the time, and the resolution was quite nice, I would say. They were the guys, the founders, the original founders, went away with money and their IPs, and I could really focus on making the game with the team which was available. And the other question was the situation with Lion Game Lion. So it's hard for me to explain this because I was not really in charge of these external teams. I was really focusing on managing Bedfly, or then Ingame Studios. So I don't know what happened behind the curtains between them. But for some reason the communication somehow stopped, and then we stopped having calls with the creations. We used to have like a regular weekly calls, and it was like we were working with 10 of them. Then a month later there were just
6 of them, and then on the end we were just working with 2 of them, and then with 1 of them, and then they were gone. So I really don't know what happened. Sorry.
Michael Cam.
Sad to break down.
There we go. Now it's working back.
I don't know. Was it answering what you wanted? What you wanted? What you wanted to know?
No, the delay is crazy. Go.
Okay.
All right.
Connor, can you answer?
Sorry. Yes, I wanted to know what the struggle would be like. You making the level-headed decision that we're just butting heads right now, but we can't keep doing this, into actual production of the game made a ton of sense, and I think you avoided the worst of the stress I was expecting from development. Thank you very much.
Well, we have actually not avoided the worst stress, because the worst stress really came after the change of the vision and the cutscenes and story and the problems that we have basically planted by not finishing the pre-production properly on our side. So having the technical limits, art direction, and gameplay bugs and everything. So all these things kind of culminated during finishing of the game, and as I've said, the game was really not finished when we released it. This was the kind of game with a lot of experimental ideas and stuff that we really needed the community to help us playtest the game, find some problems, discuss with us like what is the best solution, because the amount of players, the amount of like very dedicated and skilled players that have started playing the game could not match like the way how we played it internally with the developers and even with the testers. So the time when we really started working with the players, this is really when things kind of turned things around, and we could improve the game in the way how it would be good. Some people are saying that we should have been working on the game for more, not releasing it, but I can't agree with that, because if we wouldn't release it in March, we would never understood what the players need, what the players want, because we'd probably make, I don't know, more cutscenes, more roguelite elements.
No, I think it was good to release and get the actual feedback on the game.
Kind of even fall apart. So it was a good decision to release the game. I think we couldn't do it better. Maybe we could have like released it as some kind of early access. That would probably help. But we really needed to start working with the community, and basically then the last 3 years working with the community, it really changed the game for better. So that was basically the thing.
All right, awesome. Michael, can you show me the hands? Sapphire. All right, then Sapphire, it's your time.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Hope you can hear me.
Yeah, hear you well.
Nice. Yeah, that's how I was doing, by the way. So thanks for the tour. Really appreciate the like the insane behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, just in general, I mean, we just saw the few reactions of a bunch of creators, and I just wanted to point out that for me, just as I wrote in the chat, it was the like kind of like Expendables type shit, kind of game that really drew me into this, because I'm a sucker for these movies, and having like all these actors or well-known actors combined in one IP or one game really was like the stuff that drew me into this. So yeah, that was why I immediately hopped on at launch. And yeah, just appreciated the support that you guys also delivered towards creators like me. Also, like Jarek, I know you remember the 3 hours that I spent in front of your booth. talking to you about a bunch of different stuff. So yeah, you're really like listening to the people, to the creators, and to the fans as well, and just like yeah, taking in the input and then try to come up with something that actually is a lot of fun. Yeah, so I got to give credit to you guys for that. So just rambling on. Questions about like 2027 maybe. So I know the mod kit is like the new big thing that you guys released. Is there anything planned beyond that? And maybe another one. When do we get some T-shirts, dude? I really want some IGS stuff. That shit looks sick, man.
Gamescom, you can get a lot of cool stuff.
So let's take it one by one. So thank you, Sarfir, for your support. You've been great fan and also great supporter of the game. You mentioned that you really enjoyed the prospect of the game with all these like B type movies, actors being in the one action game. That was actually the intention. The problem was that a lot of today's players, they don't know these B types movies from the 90s because they are just like, you know, old movies. So we kind of learned this by the hard way. That's, you know, not people don't know these people. So, but you know, we kind of managed to survive this problem. Some like, especially like people were, you know, complaining that acting abilities of Chuck Norris are not up to standards that they are used in the games, you know. But he was not really an actor for voices. He was known for his round kick and for his like stern face when resolving some crimes in Texas. But you know, he was not the best voice actor. So, but some people enjoyed it, some people not. But we are working on the game and improving it. So then you mentioned our meeting at Gamescom. So that was great. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to Gamescom next week, but Julian is and Michael as well. So they will be located in the business area, on the area of the Czech National booth. They will have some, I think, Steam decks with the game. There will be some video. We'll be talking, or they will be talking mainly about ModKit. But we have some merch there. So if you will come this year, you can get. I'm not sure if we will get T-shirts. Maybe there could be some T-shirts as well.
Do we have them still?
So there will be some merch. Yeah.
There will be merch.
Come to Gamescom if you can. If it's close to you, go to Czech National booth, meet Michael and Julian. You have their contact, so you can, you know, arrange some stuff even before. They are there for you. Yeah. So that's Gamescom. Everyone is welcome. And regarding your question about the future, so right now we are working on update 22. It's probably our tiniest update because we are focusing on things under the hood, so improvements, fixes, optimizations. So player-facing wise, there won't be that much, but some people may be happy with, you know, some things being fixed and improved, hopefully. And then regarding the future beyond update 22, you know, let's talk about it on this event that I foreshadowed in September, right? Shall we?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be one hell of an event.
So I would leave it like this. So.
Alrighty, thanks guys, appreciate it.
All right. So I guess then next up should be Demonte King, I hope I pronounced that right. Demonte? Type message, there we go. All right. Guess I'll be reading that one out then. A lot of veteran players coming from Payday 2 have thousands of hours because the game had systems that encouraged experimentation and replaying the same content in different ways. For veteran players who have already experienced most of what Crime Boss has to offer, what is the long-term replayability outside of mods? Are there plans to give us a reason to keep coming back, like deeper progression, challenges, endgame content for higher level players, leaderboards, or build variety? Such as more skills, non-DLC weapon customization, letting us put weapon attachments onto guns so we can play more our style.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like you are describing a different game, I would say.
There is a different game that perfectly fits that niche.
Yeah, actually, you have just described Payday, right? I think Payday is a great game, and I think our friends at Starbreeze are doing tremendous work turning the not so well received Payday 3 into what it deserves to be. So I would say thumbs up for our friends at Starbreeze. I think they are doing an awesome job. We are maybe not going so wide with all these things that you have mentioned, but we will see. Let's talk about it in September, but don't put your hopes too high.
I think it has quite a lot of bit of replayability already, honestly.
That even for us.
Even for us.
We've managed, I would say we've managed miracles. Some teams and some companies are being shut down 2 weeks after disaster's launch, and I think the level of disaster launch that we have experienced was maybe beyond wildest expectations of some of these set teams. And we have survived that. Thanks everyone involved in the miracle of this survival, and I think we paid back this miracle by hard work, and we are still working, but we have not sold 200 million copies of this game for the full price. We are kind of giving things for a very cheap price or for free, which I think is great. But we cannot really build systems that are worth twice what we have in the game so far. So there are some limitations. We need to keep something for maybe some other ideas.
All right.
I hope it answered the question. I understand that the request to add everything to the game is there, but we just cannot add everything into the game at once, so it needs to be like leveled.
All right. Let me put that back on. So number 2 on the list should be Starfire.
Again?
Yeah, Starfire again.
Yeah, why not?
It's the second time.
Don't worry, there is no limit to questions.
There's no limit to question. Everybody's going to have their time to shine, so don't worry.
Yeah, I got exams tomorrow, but yeah, I don't want to miss this.
Good luck on those, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. It's gonna get tough, but I want to play in Demonte's question as well, because to me, usually having to play the same stuff over and over again, for example, just like roguelite game modes where you're supposed to fail, is usually not my cup of tea. So you guys did a great job in actually making me want to play this game over and over again for, I don't know, man, more than 600 hours combined of on 2 platforms like Epic and Steam. So yeah, you did a good job there, but I also think that like these, upgrades or improvements that you did, or especially like if we would have leaderboards or deeper progression, just like the Monte said, that would help probably bring more players back, I think. And I also mentioned the just like more camos, like more stuff to unlock, and for the players that have more money that they actually can spend. Yeah. So, is there anything that you guys would like to see in the game? That goes both to Julian and you, Jarek. What would you guys, if there weren't any limitations, what would you add to the game?
Julian, do you want to answer this first?
That's me first? Damn, I wasn't expecting to get any questions, to be honest. If there were no limitations, what I would like to see in Crime Boss, probably not what people would expect, but if there really was more of the, anything was possible, I would like to get all the like cut story content, all the cut character missions that never fully made it into the game. I'm personally just always a big lore enjoyer of games. I don't know, I'm just big time into story stuff. So if it was up to me, I would give all those things a shot, get more deeply into those characters' lore and generally the Crime Boss lore, but that's just my taste.
It's interesting because we just learned 2 weeks ago that Julian have never played the character story missions.
I'm playing them all now, yeah.
So
you told me about all the ones that got cut, and they all sounded awesome.
So we have this initiative where on the streams Julian is sitting here in front of the camera and he's playing the character story mission under mine and Michael's supervision. So experience them all. But I was surprised that you have not seen it. What we would add to the game? This is quite a tough question. Like my last wish, what I really wanted to add to the game was this story mode, where you can play the game for without the limitations of the roguelite system. Then I have some more ideas, more dreams, such as more customizable run of the roguelite, where you could set up the perks, set up the difficulties, various like conditions, and have like a custom run of the roguelite. But it's quite a lot of stuff, a lot of work, and obviously there have been this massive undertaking that a lot of people requested, and we were analyzing it, and at some point we were almost like positive about it, but then we realized how much work it would be, and this is the cooperative player of the roguelite campaign, but like it wouldn't be possible to do it in Crime Boss, like with infinite resources maybe, but it would be super difficult. We really analyzed it, we really wanted to do it, but it would be easier to make a new game with this feature. So I think it will not make it to Crime Boss. You mentioned like things to unlock, new leaderboards and things like this. Well, I know that this could definitely help. Like there are some games out there like Payday, hello, which have absolutely amazing systems that motivates players for replayability, unlocking a lot of stuff. But I think we would need to design it from ground up very properly. Like I think we made a mistake in the beginning that we have not designed these things in advance. So it's very difficult to retrofit this system into game of this size in this stage. And I think there are other things that are maybe available for playing. So I wouldn't just want to waste your time by having like some endless unlocks and repeat loops and whatever. So me personally, I'm getting back to Crime Boss from time to time. I always enjoy, you know, a good run of the single player or some match in multiplayer, but I stopped playing it like, you know, on a daily basis, so to speak. And I would now expect modders to show us some cool stuff, some idea that would, you know, spark our attention, that maybe we could help expand this creator DLC initiative. It's basically the promise of this. So someone comes with an idea is being proven in the mod, which is maybe done in some, let's say, limited way, but then we work together and we finish it and make it, and everyone then can enjoy it. That could be a possible way. This is, I think, the more integration of other people into this process. I think that would be what I would like to see. But we will see how it goes, and we'll talk about it also in September, right?
All right, so I hope that was answered. All right.
There are some comments from other people, so maybe you can read them as well. I don't know, like, because we have some limitations of this setup where, you know, the chat is being, you know,
it's right there. Yes.
I had to make sure my hand was still up.
So
That's why I'm always looking that way.
We need to.
I'm not checking out Michael.
We need we need to improve this for the next session. Because our interaction with
we
the
need
chat.
to organize your screens in general. There's one there, one there, one there, one there. We need like a screen holder, unified place.
Yeah. So let's get back to your questions. I think we are doing fine.
Yes.
Really, don't be shy. Ask stuff. If there is something that I will not be comfortable answering, I will just not answer it. Or I will answer something completely
Understandable.
different. And you
Yes,
know,
I do have a
we
good
will
thing.
have fun, and maybe you will learn something useful. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. So the next hand up is Kirsche. It's your time.
Hello. That's really disappointing to hear about, like, the co-op, like, turf war stuff being scrapped. That was something I was looking forward to. That would have been a lot of fun, but understandable if it's too difficult to make. I was really curious, back when I had talked to, I think, Jack. He had said that you guys had been using, like, just in-house people for voices of characters in the meantime, and then eventually you're going to go out and get more voice actors. And with the unfortunate, you know, deaths of some of the titans in the game, what's going to happen with the future of the voices of those characters, and what's the direction the voice acting is going to be going in?
So, voice acting is definitely a very good question. I have to admit that the last recording that we did with the Hollywood actors was, I think, July 2023. So we have never recorded anything with anyone from the Hollywood back then.
Wow.
But the fact is that we have recorded so much with them that all the content that we've been adding in the last 2 years was pretty much using the content that we've already recorded.
That's nuts.
You have noticed that we have added the character of Meg, and also for the Cagnali's order, it was Servo, the hacker. Both characters were voiced by Jack, which was very convenient because he was in the office and we can really iterate the writing, record something, test it in the game. If it was not good enough, or if we wanted to add something else, we recorded it again, and the workflow was much smoother. With you know, this workflow where we are adding a lot of stuff every month. The kind of collaboration with Hollywood actors was not really possible because every recording with the Hollywood actors need to be organized in advance. They needed to have the script in advance. Then they have like limited time to record it. Everything was super expensive. So, you know, doing like a monthly cadence of updates, having and paying Hollywood actors and, you know, getting their time and everything, it was not suitable. This is pretty much no-go for this kind of game. So we learned this also by the hard way. That's why we used characters like Mac and Servo to help us with this thing, because we have these guys internally and we can record, iterate and add content. And I think we've been doing quite a good job in incorporating the other characters. So Travis Baker, he speaks and reacts even when we have not recorded anything new, because there was so much content made. Like, it's actually insane how much stuff we have written and recorded when we were doing this game. I think we kind of went insane because, you know, the missions, every mission have like 20 pages of script.
Oh, wow.
And this script is being recorded by all the characters, because half of the script is being told by the characters, but because the characters, you can put them on and off to the crew, everything needs to be recorded by everyone. So we kind of achieve the amount of voices as some epic RPGs are having. Like, you know, Kingdom Come was like bragging about, you know, having millions of lines of script, but we kind of get these numbers as well, with, you know, the results being much less impactful because it was just few missions, but it was voiced by many characters. So, you know, our pipelines for or our original planning for what voices are in the game, it did not match the game what we were doing in the end, and it brought quite a lot of problems, so to speak. So this is something that's for title which needs monthly updates or regular updates, would benefit from being engineered much better way from the very beginning. Same the co-op roguelite. It would be possible somehow, but it would be in a way that a lot of places one player would be doing something and the other ones would be just watching, which is not really the experience we want to give to, you know, the group. So we were kind of backing up from this because it wouldn't be the ideal experience. So, but we are still here working on games, so maybe we will speak about something real soon, where maybe the co-op element would kind of shine more than what it shines now. And I will stop talking about...
I'll stop you right there. I think you said enough.
I will stop talking about our September program.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, September will be important. Put that in your notebook.
So, does our answers spawn some more questions?
Or did it answer your question, Kirsche?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good answer. And the only, like, I guess follow-up I would have is, like, what about the characters that don't really have any voice lines in the game right now, but they already have, like, a celebrity voice actor for some of the lines that they've already had? It's like when you do missions with their character, they're just silent, you know?
Yes, that that was actually an idea of adding these celebrities as playable characters, as hasters, which was never the intention to do so. So these lines were never written and they were never recorded. It was just the tremendous effort of the crew here, which kind of handpicked pieces of lines from various cutscene dialogues and put them on the right spots for the mission interactions of these heisters. But this effort is kind of limited. So yeah, it would be great if we could record, like write it in advance and record it. I think these actors, they were amazing. For like me personally, the best collaboration for me was with Michael Rooker, because he prepared everything in advance. He trained his lines, and then he was, you know, going
It
like
shows.
a machine.
It really shows.
Doing
He's so good in
perfect,
the game.
Stuff. So if we would be doing it like with the intention to have these guys as heisters, and we would record it, then we would have it. But that was not the case, and we really don't have, you know, the means to do this. Some of these guys are no more with us, and also, you know, the work and the cost for this is just insane. So unfortunately, we have these actors, these celebrity playable characters that sometimes they don't say much. But, you know, there is a voice chat. You can say something on their behalf.
Be the voice yourself.
And pretend that they are communicating, I guess. It's maybe not the best thing, but you can do that.
No, and thank you for the response. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, then I think I saw somebody else on the list. Michael? Can I take a look? No? I don't see it. You have to show me. But fine. See, I want to see who's raising their hand. Put it there, Michael. God damn you, Michael. This guy. Get a load of that
This
guy.
freaking guy.
All right. So next up is Connor Sherry Shaw. Please let us know what you want to ask.
This will be my last question before I have to take off, but thank you again for all of this. This has been very enlightening. I'm curious, you don't have to give exact numbers, but what is the ratio of console players of this game versus PC players? PC is the more moddable platform, but I've heard it said colloquially the game is very popular on consoles.
So I don't have the exact numbers, but I think roughly we can say the biggest platform is PlayStation. We have the most players there, at least like active daily users.
That's kind of crazy.
Then it's followed by Steam, and much smaller audience is on Xbox and Epic. That's pretty much the divide. So the fact that we have crossplay and the fact that every update have made it at the same time to all consoles and all platforms made the game quite strong on consoles, and really the PlayStation has really good base of players. So I think this is our biggest group there. But Steam players are also very active and very faithful. So I don't know if this is enough as an answer. I don't know.
Yep. Yes, it is. Thank you so much.
All right. I think then next up we've got Starfire again.
Yeah, still going strong. Short question: is the mod kit still Epic only, or can us Steam users also use those, or do I have to go to the Epic version?
Needs to be Epic. The reason being is that it's basically a restructured version of Unreal Engine 4, and there's not really a chill way that we can just release Unreal Engine 4 Crime Boss version on Steam. There's some obvious issues with that, so that's why I think it will stay on Epic Store.
But I think there is no problem unless you really don't like the platform and you don't want to touch it, because you download it and then you have it and then you are using it and then you can put the results into your Steam folder and you can use it with your Steam game. So I think there isn't really a limitation for you there, I guess. Right? Am I saying it right, Julian?
Yeah, it is right.
This is the place where you grab the build, the engine, and
I have
be
to
warned,
unselect him.
the
Really?
size
Okay.
of the
Mod kit is big.
mod kit is quite big because it contains all the assets in some kind of unpacked form, you know, which basically gives you an advantage. So you can basically, you know, populate the scene with objects and with stuff, and gives you, you know, a lot of possibilities. But size of it is quite gargantuan.
Yeah, basically all the code is compiled into binaries, but all the assets are not. And therefore, the assets have their raw size, which is quite large. So that's why.
Large assets.
Alrighty, got you. Yeah, so I'm gonna take off as well. So yeah, I just leave with, you know, thanks for the for the invitation. Thanks for the heads up what's coming, and yeah, you keep at it.
All right, and remember about September.
Thank you. And see you at the Gamescom, right?
See you at Gamescom?
I would love to, but I got exams going until September 4th. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't make it this year, but maybe next year if you're still around.
Oh, Shada. All right. Then I guess we gotta move on to the next one. Kirsche again.
I have.
What's your question?
Another question. Just curious about like your view on using AI in development and like what kinds of things you'd plan on using AI to assist with in the future, and what you might sort of shy away from using AI as well.
Yeah, well, it's a booming question which basically goes over the whole game industry and maybe even other industries right now. So the answer is that we are using AI as a tool to help us with various things. Like programmers are using it to help them, you know, find the right words in the program and some routines. Julian is specialist in using AI. For example, this little tool that we are using right now was made with the help of AI, wasn't it?
This.
No?
You mean this?
No.
Or which tool you mean?
This tool, yeah.
Oh, this tool. Oh, no, that was.
That was
not so much
handcrafted.
It was, you know, it was more of a hack job between several things that we found with an open MIT license. So not all of I needed. Of course, it gets used sometimes. Me not being an English native, I like to sometimes have it check whatever I write and put out there into the world.
Yes, actually.
He's got a crazy like no accent for not being English first language.
To use AI on daily basis, and my use case is quite funny because I am a Czech speaker. I can speak some English, you know, but to really write an email to my superiors in England in a way that they are not offended, because Czech cultural aspect is quite different than English, because Czechs are quite, you know, straight to the point.
Yes.
When there is some problem, we always like say, this is bad, I don't like it, don't do it, and whatnot, you know, whilst, you know, the English cultural approach is, you know, slowly go around the problem and, you know, describe it little bits differently before, you know, touching it properly. So I run into some, not serious problems, but I basically use ChatGPT with emails. I say, write me this email in a formal way that the English person could understand the meaning conveyed by the Czech person, and put a little bit of form into it, so it doesn't
uncheck this message.
So it doesn't sound so
Czech people need a humanizer for their messages.
cold and
Michael needs it too, by the way. Sorry for keeping Bunny in that.
So I've got quite good results with my emails recently. People stop being angry at me.
The miracle of AI. You got it right there.
But,
How to stop making people
I guess you don't want to ask about these funny things. We have big discussions about usage of AI for content. So far, the outcome is that we are not using it for generating anything that players can see.
Okay, that's good.
So everything is done by hand, although people are using AI as for gathering references. Yeah. So things that in the past were done through Google search and kit bashing, photo bashing are sometimes now handled by AI.
That makes sense.
But we are not using it. There was some incident, I don't know, maybe a year from now, where it was basically a beginning of the AI generative picture, this thing. So our art director started to experimenting with AI, and basically we had this hand painted advertising in the city, and he put it into AI to polish it a little bit. And we put it into the game, and then immediately there was a huge backlash of people saying you are using AI.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is not possible. You cannot do it. Whereas it was like stuff created by an artist, actual artist that we had in the office, but just polished. Some stuff were improved. So we took it back. We had another artist that some of the stuff was kind of repainted, but sometimes now it's difficult. The people are saying this is made by AI, but actually it was made by a person, so it's quite difficult. So right now the stance is we use it as a tool to optimize things that are repetitive and difficult, or help with programmers find the right routines and stuff. We are not using it for content that is made in the game. We will see how this goes. The development in this area is shifting quite a lot. There is evolution every day, pretty much. I'm AI. I think is great help, but we are really worried about the next generation of humans. Because if the humanity will continue using AI in the space, the next generation of people will be quite, I don't want to say stupid, but I think we
helpless.
Kind of exercise our brains a little bit more when we were handling situations. Now things are much easier, which is great. I appreciate that. I'm using it myself, as I said. But some people, young people, maybe if they are just only exposed to AI and its benefits, maybe their own capacity of resolving problems could be maybe slightly limited, and we'll see how it goes. What it will do with humanity. But let's keep these philosophical questions aside and let's go back to our discussions about IGS and Crime Boss, shall we?
Sounds good.
No, that's a great answer. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You are welcome.
Very welcome. All right. Do we still got any raised hands or any questions in chat? I don't see any, at least.
We have resolved everything. All right.
We resolved everything. Yes! Ah! Everybody's been answered. Time for bed? Demonte King is saying it's time for bed. It's quite late on our end by now.
It's almost midnight here.
It's almost midnight.
Good Lord.
Fuck.
Office after hours. Hell yeah. Well, in that case, unless there's any more questions, I think we can end it for the day, right?
High five.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a very good one.
Thank you, guys.
In that case, thanks everybody for joining. It was a very fun event. I hope you also had a lot of fun. Keep in mind, this is the first kind of 2 events we've ever made, so if things were a little bit rough around the edges, give us the benefit of the doubt. Things will improve. We want to do this more often in the future with more stuff that's going to be coming up, and I hope you'll be there for that as well. I hope it was enjoyable for y'all. I hope everybody got their questions answered, and y'all had a great time.
Yeah, and if you have some suggestions how we can improve it or make it better, or give some more value to you or to your people, if you want to use this content for someone, let us know. We are here for you, and we are learning every day new stuff.
And if you need anything after this event, just text me on Discord or write something in the Discord channel, and I'll help you out with whatever you need. All right then. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye, or good day.
So what you say? I don't wanna hear you shut your mouth.